Welcome to another episode of Al's Garage. Today we are working on a 1943 Willys MB, and I have successfully sheared off a bolt in the flywheel. As you can see, a very sad time indeed, and I will show you a little bit closer view right there. So we are going to pull that bolt out, hopefully. The risk is that I could damage or destroy my flywheel. I have it torqued on here. I'm going to leave it because it's mounted and it's secure, and it's a great way for me to be able to get in here and work on this. I mean, if I had it sitting on a bench, I could probably do something similar. But I figure, it'll save me having to retorque all this down and retighten it. So we are going to move up here. I have two things that I purchased from my local Harbor Freight. One is a punch, which if you push it down, it will, as you push it, get to a point where it pops, and that will give me a little bit of a head start so I can drill a pilot hole. The second is, and that I got from Harbor Freight, is a extraction toolkit. It has some left-handed thread drills and extractor kits. I'm going to start with the left-handed drill bit for the appropriate size for this bolt. Another thing I did, I obviously got new bolts from my local hardware store. I also went within the hardware store. It had obviously the random miscellaneous bushings and bolts and whatnot. So I got a few of these little spacers in various, inside diameter sizes, outside diameter sizes. I didn't know what I would need. What I ended up finding out was a bushing that had a outside diameter that was quite large and will actually fit right in here. Now this is beneficial because I can stick my punch through here enough so it will actually, for the most part, there's a little bit of play, but it'll be able to use it as a spacer and guide it into the center, since this break wasn't entirely level. So we're going to try that first. Second, I'm going to, and let me pull the drill bit out here. I'm going to take this smaller, let me get my finger, let's see, smaller left-handed drill bit, and this spacer that I have acquired, okay, wrong spacer, let's see, this one will fit in this hole, and I'm going to, when I drill, use this as a guide so it will start to extract. Obviously I'll go in a left-handed manner. As you saw at the very beginning of this video, the bolt is able to, it's not rusted, it just was tightened. I wouldn't even say over tightened, it just was a weak, older bolt, and we're gonna fix it. So let me get started on the punch portion and we'll get rolling. Before we even get started though, if you have a bolt that broke off, it's frustrating, but take your time, be slow, be meticulous, do it right, because I risk trashing this flywheel. If I can get this out, we're all good, but if not, I have to get a new ring gear, I have to get a new flywheel, and I don't want to do that. So we're going to take it slow and we're going to do it right here, as right as I can do it. Okay. I have this in, get a better position here. Okay, and I'm going to push down my punch. You know, this might be too long here. See if I have another way to get in here and do this. Well, I don't have any sort of a guide here that will fit, so I'm going to try to just use my finger. I'm going to hold it in place, and this will hopefully get us started. Okay, that's in relatively the center of the bolt. Let me try it again here. Okay. Well, that's a good start. Okay, so this obviously is going to help get us a little bit of traction as we start to drive this bolt out. At this point, I have my spacer, which is fitting in here nicely. I have my left-handed thread. Let me switch my direction here. Now the principle of this is as it drills into the bolt, it's going to grab and it's going to want to turn it. Obviously, since we're going the opposite way with the opposite type of thread, that will hopefully pull it out. So let's try to see if we can do that here. Let me get my cables out of the way. Slowly and carefully try to work this out. It seems to be going, it's just hard metal. Might take a little bit. At this point, I have drilled a decent amount into the bolt. There we go, a little bit better lighting. So I'm going to take a extraction tool right here, and we'll be pounding this in. Then I will be putting a large crescent wrench onto the end of this, and hopefully that is enough to get me moving and get this thing turning out. So let's get started. Okay, the tool is pounded in. I have my large crescent wrench so I can get as much leverage as possible. Alright, I see it moving, actually. At this point, I'm going to get a smaller wrench because I think we got it made in the shade. Just a second. Okay, I have my smaller wrench. Like I said, I saw the thing move pretty easy, so I'm hoping this will continue on this path. And it is. You can see the bolt is moving. I'm not encountering any resistance, really. I think the bolt's able to come out. I think my threads aren't damaged. And that ended up working. What a good feeling this is. Perfect. And I think by pulling out all of this, any of the metal shavings from me actually, drilling in here, I think are pretty much non-existent. I'm going to hit this quick with a paper towel just to get some of this gunk out of here. Okay, and we're going to test our new bolt with the fresh threads. I can already tell it is going in nice and easy. So there you go. We've got the old bolt and the new bolt all in there. And that's it. Well, great. Well, if you like what you saw, go ahead and like and subscribe, and we will see you on the next episode.